nature is full of surprises, especially when it comes to carnivorous plants. Some use cleverly concealed traps underground, while others feature large pitchers that can capture small mammals. These plants are true wonders of evolution, beautiful, ingenious, and highly effective. But which one stands out as the most formidable? Let's explore their mysterious world and find out. In 2009, botanists discovered Nepenthes attenboroughii, a giant pitcher plant on a remote Philippine mountain. Named after Sir David Attenborough, it has one of the world's largest pitchers, holding up to 1.5 liters of digestive fluid. Unlike most carnivorous plants that trap insects, this one can catch small mammals like shrews. It's an effective trap that uses sweet nectar to lure prey into a slippery pitcher with walls so smooth they prevent escape. The prey dissolves in the fluid, supplying nutrients missing from the poor mountain soil. This plant is a remarkable example of evolution's creativity and a reminder of nature's hidden wonders. Genlisea, the corkscrew plant found in Africa and South America, has a unique underground feeding system. Instead of pitchers or sticky leaves, it uses spiral traps beneath the soil to catch protozoa and microorganisms. These traps act like a dead-end maze, guiding prey deeper with no escape. Genlisea has no true roots. It uses modified underground leaves as tentacles to capture prey. Remarkably, it has the smallest DNA ever recorded among flowering plants, making it important for genetic research and a fascinating example of nature's creativity. Can you imagine navigating a living maze beneath the soil? Would you trust it or fear it? Comment and chat with me. Now let's travel to the heart of Australian flora, where we find the trigger plant with delicate butterfly-shaped pink flowers that look peaceful. Behind this beauty is a secret mechanism that reacts faster than human reflexes. A slight touch triggers the flower to release pollen in a fraction of a second, ensuring pollination with impressive precision. The trigger plant also has glandular leaves that can capture and digest small insects that land on them. Thriving in poor soils from Tasmania to Queensland, this plant is a fascinating example of nature's clever adaptations for survival, blending beauty with efficiency. Triphyophyllum peltatum, the largest carnivorous plant in the world, grows in South Africa's tropical forests and lives in 3 distinct stages. First, it appears as a simple rosette of harmless leaves. Next, it develops long, thin leaves covered with sticky glands that catch insects, providing nutrients missing from poor soil. Finally, it transforms into a massive vine that can climb up to 164 feet, taller than a 15-story building. Using natural hooks, it climbs trees, becoming a living skyscraper. Discovered in the 19th century but only known as carnivorous since 1979, this plant puzzled scientists for decades. It shows that nature still holds hidden wonders, revealing complex survival strategies in unexpected forms. Byblis, commonly known as rainbow plants, are experts in visual deception. Their narrow leaves shine and glisten like morning dew, creating a magical appearance that suggests refreshment and beauty. However, this sparkling display is actually sticky mucus that acts like biological superglue. Insects attracted by this false promise become trapped and cannot escape. The more they struggle, the more entangled they become in this glistening web. Byblis also features exotic flowers with vibrant colors across its 7 species, reflecting the hues of the rainbow. This creates a stunning natural display. Some Byblis species have an amazing adaptation to forest fires. Their seeds only germinate after a fire, showing how they use destruction as a catalyst for new growth. This adaptation helps them survive in Australia's harsh environment. Did you like this video? Don't forget to hit the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I promise to bring you more awesome content. In the misty forests of California and Oregon grows the California Darlingtonia, also called the Cobra Lily. Its tubular leaves curve and twist, resembling a snake's head. The true challenge lies within its winding chambers. Transparent windows in the plant create a puzzling maze that gently confuses insects. These natural skylights allow light in but make it tricky for visitors to find their way out. Drawn by sweet nectar, insects slip into smooth corridors leading to the plant's nutrient-absorbing chamber. Unlike most carnivorous plants, the Cobra Lily depends on helpful bacteria rather than its own enzymes to slowly break down its catch, a process still being explored by scientists. This special digestion method makes the Cobra Lily one of the most fascinating carnivorous plants. However, like many species, it faces pressures from climate change and habitat loss, reminding us that even nature's marvels need care and protection to thrive. Hidden among the mountains of Minas Gerais, Brazil, scientists discovered an underestimated plant called Philcoxia minensis. This tiny member of the Scrophulariaceae family looks ordinary and easy to overlook. Its microscopic leaves, measuring just 1 to 2 millimeters long, sit just below the sandy surface, serving as natural traps for microscopic worms called nematodes. When these tiny creatures wander close, they get caught by sticky glands that act like microscopic flypaper. For a plant living in nutrient-poor soils, these nematodes provide vital nutrients. Discovered by researcher Peter Fritsch and his team, Philcoxia minensis challenges our understanding of what plants can do. It shows that even in unlikely places, Brazil holds biological secrets that can change our understanding of life on Earth. Sometimes the smallest plants make the biggest discoveries. On the humid coast of southern Australia grows a botanical gem known for its seasonal transformation. Cephalotus follicularis, the Australian pitcher plant, changes significantly as the seasons progress. In spring, it has ordinary leaves that harness sunlight for photosynthesis, appearing like any other plant in the Australian bush. But as the season advances, its specialized leaves transform into miniature pitchers up to 2 inches tall. Small in size, these pitchers serve an important function. Decorated with intricate ribs and nectar-producing glands, they primarily attract ants with the promise of sweetness. The design is so sophisticated that it resembles natural cups carefully shaped by evolution. Inside, insects find slippery walls and transparent windows that make escaping difficult. These clear sections create optical illusions that confuse visitors about the way out, while slippery surfaces prevent escape. This species is also remarkable for its rarity. Growing quietly among the mossy riverbanks, it is a unique survivor of its family, representing an evolutionary lineage that has persisted against the odds. It is living proof of nature's surprising creativity. From the rainforests of Florida down to Brazil, suspended between tree branches like a glowing green lantern, lives one of nature's most clever aerial plants. Catopsis berteroniana, an aerial bromeliad, has turned survival into a remarkable adaptation. Its elongated leaves overlap with a precise arrangement, forming rainwater reservoirs that look like suspended aquariums. To insects, these water-filled chambers seem like shelter and refreshment. In truth, they enter a natural trap that is hard to escape. The plant's secret is a mysterious white powder covering its leaves, reflecting ultraviolet light in a way that attracts insects. This shimmering surface looks like the perfect landing spot, but it is actually very slippery. Without true roots to absorb soil nutrients, Catopsis depends entirely on nutrients from dissolved insects in its water reservoirs. Every insect that falls in helps sustain the plant in its aerial environment. Fragile and anchored only to branches high above the ground, this bromeliad thrives far from ground-level competition. It shows how life can develop clever solutions for survival, even high in the forest canopy. The next plant I'll introduce comes from South Africa and uses many tiny hairs to help catch insects. It mainly attracts a group of insects called Pomeriggio, which feed on parts of the plant. This plant has a long stem and specialized structures that secrete mucus to trap insects. Once an insect is caught, the plant releases a digestive substance that breaks down the trapped insect, allowing the plant to absorb nutrients easily. This process provides the plant with the nourishment it needs to survive. Our botanical journey continues in the scorching landscapes of Spain, where life struggles under the relentless Mediterranean sun. In these dry, seemingly lifeless areas, the dew pine not only survives but thrives, challenging expectations about plant survival. Unlike its swamp-loving carnivorous relatives that need constant moisture, this plant has adapted remarkably well to extreme dryness. Its secret is an ingenious way of capturing morning dew as its primary source of water, turning atmospheric moisture into liquid survival. Even when temperatures rise above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, its leaves stay covered in a sticky, shimmering layer that effectively collects moisture. At the same time, this plant uses part of its leaves to gently trap insects attracted to its glistening surface. Another section releases digestive enzymes that slowly break down the trapped insects, allowing the plant to absorb essential nutrients. This is a striking example of how evolution creates solutions that are both beautiful and highly efficient for survival. Which carnivorous plant's hunting strategy surprised you the most? Share your top botanical predator in the comments. The carnivorous trumpet vine grows in North American swamps, ranging from 6 inches to nearly 3 feet tall. Its pitcher-shaped leaves vary from lime green to deep red, creating a striking natural display. The plant lures insects with sweet nectar into slippery tubes, where downward-pointing hairs prevent escape. At the bottom, digestive fluids slowly break down the insects for nourishment, a process that can take weeks. Each spring, the trumpet vine blooms with beautiful flowers, adding vibrant life to the swamp. Sadly, over 97% of its habitat has been lost to human development, making its survival urgent and precious. From the swamps of North America, our journey leads to the mysterious mountains of the Western Cape in South Africa, where we find one of nature's most unusual partnerships. Rorigilla gorgonius is a plant that surprises even experienced botanists with its unique approach to carnivory. Its narrow leaves are covered in sticky threads that catch insects ranging from tiny mosquitoes to large bees. Once an insect makes contact, escape becomes very difficult. But unlike other carnivorous plants, Rorigilla doesn't digest its catch directly. Instead, it relies on a clever partnership. This plant teams up with the Pomeriggio bug, which feeds on the trapped insects while safely living among the sticky threads. In return, the bug's nutrient-rich droppings act as fertilizer for the plant, supplying essential nutrients for growth. This relationship shows how evolution can create sophisticated partnerships where cooperation benefits both species, proving that teamwork can be as effective as direct feeding. The sundew plant, known as Drosophyllum, traps insects with sticky leaves that curl tightly around them, turning prey into a sealed package. It thrives in harsh environments like acidic, mineral-poor soils across nearly every continent except Antarctica. Its leaves, round or thread-like, are covered with colorful tentacles tipped with sticky droplets that act as glue. Sundews do more than trap. They release digestive enzymes that slowly dissolve insects, absorbing nutrients through glands. This process takes several days, during which the plant holds its prey like a living display. The sundew's combination of adaptability and precise digestion makes it a powerful survivor in tough habitats. Don't miss out on future explorations of nature's wildest secrets. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell. The Venus Flytrap, from the wetlands of the Carolinas, is a famous carnivorous plant known for its blend of beauty and mechanical precision. Its leaves act like toothy green mouths, snapping shut with Swiss clockwork speed when triggered. The trap activates only after 2 precise touches on its tiny sensory hairs within a limited time. When an insect lands, thinking it found nectar, the trap snaps shut in less than half a second, faster than the human eye can see. The spiny edges lock to form an inescapable prison. Digestion starts immediately, lasting up to 2 weeks. The plant releases enzymes that break down every part of the insect, extracting all essential nutrients for survival in nutrient-poor soil. Remarkably, the Venus flytrap can distinguish between real prey and false triggers like raindrops or debris. This biological intelligence continues to amaze scientists long after its discovery. Follicularia, or bladderwort, is a largely unseen aquatic carnivorous plant found in North America and East Asia. With over 200 species, it is the largest family of carnivorous plants, yet many people are unfamiliar with it. Bladderwort often looks like harmless underwater algae, drifting quietly in ponds and streams. This disguise helps it hunt unnoticed. Beneath the surface, it uses one of nature's fastest and most advanced traps. Tiny bladders act like microscopic vacuum cleaners, with sensitive trigger hairs. When small prey like water fleas or mosquito larvae touch these hairs, the bladder activates in less than a millisecond, faster than a blink. The trap sucks in the prey into a digestive chamber where escape is impossible. Digestive enzymes quickly break down the prey's body. Above water, bladderwort shows a bright, contrasting side with vibrant yellow flowers blooming in summer. This striking beauty contrasts with its hidden, powerful hunting below. Aldrovanda vesiculosa, the waterwheel plant, is a tiny aquatic version of the Venus flytrap, adapted to life underwater. It drifts freely through lakes and swamps across Europe, Asia, and Australia. Its jaws, only a few millimeters wide, snap shut in fractions of a second on small water worms, crustaceans, and microscopic prey. Serrated edges interlock precisely, ensuring nothing escapes once triggered. After capturing prey, the waterwheel plant replaces internal water with digestive fluids, quietly breaking down its catch underwater. This process is so fast and silent that nearby creatures remain unaware of the plant's presence. The waterwheel plant is a clear example of evolutionary convergence, nature adapting a successful design to new environments. It shows how effective solutions are repeated and refined across species and habitats. The Nepenthes family, found from Southeast Asia to Oceania, is one of the most diverse and spectacular groups of carnivorous plants. They vary in size and color, from low-growing species to climbers reaching up to 43 feet, creating vertical traps in rainforest layers. Their hanging pitchers are brightly colored and filled with sweet nectar, attracting prey. Inside, the pitchers have slippery walls coated with wax and rims that become more slippery when wet, causing insects to fall into the digestive fluids below. These plants also create miniature ecosystems, housing mosquito larvae, ants, small frogs, and tiny crabs that coexist with the plant. This unique balance between predator and resident amazes scientists. Sadly, deforestation and illegal plant trade threaten many Nepenthes species. Protecting them safeguards not only the plants but also these complex ecosystems. If you could have one of these deadly plants in your garden, which would you choose and why? Let me know below. Butterworts, with nearly 100 species, range from the Arctic tundra to Mexico's deserts. Their glossy, oily-looking leaves appear inviting but are coated with a sticky slime that traps insects. This mucus acts like strong biological glue, holding prey fast. Uniquely, the slime contains antibacterial properties used in traditional medicine to treat wounds. This dual role makes butterworts both effective predators and potential healers. Insects caught on the leaves become stuck and progressively trapped as they struggle. The plant then absorbs nutrients through the leaf surface, slowly consuming its prey over several days. Butterworts show how, in nature, healing and hunting can blend, with beauty hiding highly sophisticated survival strategies. Brauchinia reducta, found in Venezuela, Brazil, Colombia, and Guyana, turns harsh environments into survival advantages. Growing in poor, rocky soils, its yellow-green leaves form a chalice that collects rainwater, creating a unique trap. A waxy coating inside the leaves reflects ultraviolet light, tricking insects into thinking they've found flowers or water. When insects land, the wet wax becomes slippery, guiding them into the water-filled center. Trapped inside, insects cannot escape the smooth walls. The water becomes toxic as trapped matter decomposes, slowly breaking down the prey. Unlike fast traps like the Venus flytrap, Brauchinia works slowly, breaking down insects over weeks or months. The plant relies on bacteria and microorganisms to decompose prey, turning them into nutrients absorbed through specialized leaf cells. This creates a self-sustaining ecosystem that supports its survival in tough conditions. We've reached the end of this journey into nature's most advanced plant predators, but we've only begun to uncover the plant kingdom's secrets. Each carnivorous plant is more than an oddity. They are masterpieces of evolutionary design perfected over millions of years. From the lightning-fast Venus flytrap to the huge pitchers of Nepenthes attenboroughii, and the subtle underground traps of Genlisea to the vivid colors of Byblis, but these plants show how life reinvents itself in extreme environments. They turn leaves into mouths and roots into traps, proving that plants can be as ruthless as any animal predator. These species remind us that nature still holds many mysteries in remote forests, mountains, and swamps. Sadly, habitat loss and climate change threaten many of these evolutionary wonders, risking the loss of millions of years of biological innovation. Next time you see a plant, remember it may be hiding a deadly secret. Now, I want to hear from you. Which plant amazed or scared you the most? Comment below your choice for the most brutal botanical predator. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and subscribe with notifications on. More wild discoveries await us. Remember, beauty in nature can hide danger. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.